Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to all the new members. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're appreciating that I always know what day it is because it's not always that easy. Anyway, so today's topic that we're going to talk about is going a little bit deeper into our underlying belief systems surrounding food and weight loss. I'm going to give you an example. I have a client who I'm working with, and she was doing really well for a couple weeks, and then she had a rough patch. And she got kind of super busy, and she then she got kind of busy. She started skipping meals and snacks, and then she reached out to me and she said, I was doing so well, but now I see that I'm super hungry at night. So I asked her what's going on. So she sort of described her day, and she's very, very busy right now, end of year kind of stuff. And she's really not eating her meals and snacks. So, for me and for, as an outsider, it seems quite obvious that if you don't eat during the day, you're going to be much hungrier at night. But she wasn't making that connection. And when we explored it a little bit further, she told me that it feels. And when we explored it a little bit further, and I asked her why she's kind of allowing herself to skip those meals and snacks, she told me that it feels kind of counterintuitive to her to be eating if she's not particularly hungry. She's very busy right now with the day-to-day, end of year things, and she doesn't feel hungry during the day. And so she's not telling herself to eat. And when we explored that further, she told me that she grew up in a house where a minute on your lips, forever on your hips, and don't eat when you're not hungry. It's not worth it. And you have to be very, very. It's good to be hungry. That means you're losing weight. And she sort of carries those beliefs within her, even if on a conscious level she's not even aware of it. Or realizing that it's sort of dictating it. And even on a conscious level, she might not even believe that, but on a subconscious level, she kind of has these messages running through her head. And when we brought that up into awareness, she actually said no, she actually doesn't subscribe to the beliefs that she was raised with. And she's sort of ready to go back to. And after discussing it and sort of pinpointing it, she realized that she's ready to go back to committing to eating her meals and snacks, even if she's busy and not particularly hungry. And I think that a lot of us carry around different beliefs that we were raised with about food, about weight loss, about how dieting is supposed to be, about how a woman should look, about being hungry, and all sorts of messages. And some of us were told eat, kakush, it's good for you. And some of us were told don't eat, you have to get a shidduch, and probably everything in between. And I think we carry it with us. And I think just sort of trying to pinpoint what we're carrying and, bringing it to the consciousness and really analyzing it can be super, super, super breakthrough for a lot of people. So take a minute and sort of see what messaging runs through your head that doesn't sound like it's necessarily yours and might actually be, from your home, from your community, from your mom. Not in a negative way, but just in a way that, sort of bringing it home, bringing it up to the forefront and seeing if you still align, bringing it up to the forefront and seeing if you still align with those messages. And sometimes the messages weren't even explicit. Sometimes they're, sort of implied, like a mother is too busy and she shouldn't take time for herself to eat lunch. That might be something that you saw and sort of incorporated into your life, and maybe would feel some guilt about. I'm just throwing examples out there. So the idea is that a lot of times we're carrying things that aren't even ours to carry and don't even know we're carrying, and it's good to kind of check in with that. If you need a little bit more explanation about this, just feel free, or if you want to explore it a little bit, just feel free to message me. All right, everybody, have a fantastic day.